Hi there, welcome to Huson DIY. My name's Ben. In this video we're unboxing and installing this pulley system. Okay, so one of our very first videos on the channel, which I'll link up here, was our home gym rack. So we created our own gym rack, which is over there. I'll show a little bit of footage as it is today. So we currently use that rack as a bit of a bench for bench pressing. We did the custom weights on there, some homemade weights on there. Again, I'll link up here to that video as well. All homemade with concrete at home. One of the things it doesn't have, and I think we need to put it to more use, is like a pulley system. So I've tried to do one previously with some kind of hanging pulleys, kind of like a bit of a DIY one. This is still DIY, but we've got a kit here now to try and install on the rack. So doing a quick video just to install this rack system on there. Obviously you don't need a rack as such, you just need some material to attach this system to. So we'll do a little step-by-step guide, just how to fit this, obviously what you get inside here as well, and we'll see how we get on. But hopefully it'll just give us a little bit more use from our rack, because at the moment it's kind of just used for pull-ups and as a bench press, and obviously just keeping that the bench in there for doing other weights on within the rack. So yeah, first of all, we'll unbox this, see what we get inside the kit, and then we'll move over to installing it. Okay, so the kit itself, it's the make SERTT, S-E-R-T-T, from Amazon.co.uk. I'll put a link to the product in the description. So let's see what we get inside. Okay, so here we go. So I'll get everything out that we get inside the box. So it's cables, clamps, the pulleys, some carabiner clips and some loops by the looks of it, more cables with the attachments on the end, more cables, more pulleys. We've got a rope there, so that's an attachment, more attachments. We've got the pin there for the weights to go over, with a couple of different sizes on there by the looks of it. A pull down bar, a chain, a nice little bag to keep it all in, and an instruction book. So I was looking for the system to build it myself, and by the time you add all the parts up, I think it'll end up costing you a little bit more. And this comes kind of pre-made, certain lengths with the cables, the pulleys themselves. You get different types, different qualities. So I read the reviews on this one. It looked pretty good, so we've gone for it. And the thing with this is it's not just a single pulley. There's a couple of pulleys built into it, so you can do different exercises with it. I didn't want it just to be like one-dimensional, just like doing pull downs. I wanted it so we could do kind of bicep curls and all sorts with it. So the instruction book that comes with it looks fairly detailed. You've got the different methods, the multi-connection methods, the equipment that comes in there, how to fit it all. So I'll have a read through that. We'll move over to the actual rack itself and we'll get installing. But hopefully it should be simple enough to do, but we will see. Okay, just before we install, I just wanted to point out a couple of things. I've just unpackaged a couple of bits and wanted to mention them. So the pin that the weights sit onto, you've got this detachable bit there, which just has a little Allen key screw there, which will tighten it on there. So if you've got different size weights, you can put different sizes on there, which is good, because I know I certainly have some of the smaller ones, or the cheaper ones I've got. Well, I only have cheap ones because I made the other ones, they're even cheaper, but different size ones will fit onto that pin, which is good. Because I guess if you had big ones on that small pin, they can rattle around and it's quite dangerous and they could break. So that's the one thing, that's the pin. Secondly, the rope itself for the attachments to go onto, it's the plastic or rubber covered wire, which is good. You can get this in black and clear, different ones. It's not the thickest I've ever seen, it's quite thin, but I still think it'll be strong enough for the weights that will lift anyway. And then what it does actually say, the capacity for the pin is 330 pounds, so I imagine it's all good enough to cover the 330 pounds. So yeah, then the next thing is the pulleys, or the pulley wheels, sorry. They seem really sturdy, really well made. You've got the rotating bit at the top there, so you can 360 with that bolt already installed there. They seem really solid and really well made. Some you get can really be really rattly, but that doesn't seem it now. and it's really smooth to turn, no squeaking. I know others can get a squeaker, so they feel really solid, really well made. And then just on the instructions, so the instructions, I kind of show it best I can there. There is different connection methods, so you've got 4 different connection methods depending on how you want to do your setup and which exercises you want to do. So you've kind of got just you can use the 2 pulleys or the single pulley, but there's loads of different ways there of doing things. Loads of different ways of connecting up to your weights or up to your rack that we've got. There is a picture on there connecting actually to a rack. So yeah, just wanted to point out a couple of bits just to mention about the product. But yeah, let's move over and install. Okay, so we're going to go all the way from the studio and we're going to go all the way to our gym. So they use the rack system over here. Matilda's sat on the bench there. The rack's above her there. So we've got some old fittings here. So we're going to get the camera set up and show you how we're going to fit it. We may use these other straps here because we've got some quite chunky wood there. But let's get the camera set up and we'll get it going. Show us what you can do, Matilda. Go for it. And down. Okay, so we've got the rack here. I'm going to install things now. So we're going to go with, let me show you on the instructions best I can. We've got the other angle as well. So I'm going to go with that one at the bottom there. So kind of the overhead shoulder pull down, or chest. If you lay it back and pull it down, I think there's your chest. So we're going to go with that. It needs 2 pulleys, and then obviously the rope connecting with the weights at the bottom. So we've got this rope, which is like an extender. This rope with a ball on the end as a protector. So we're going to fit that through that system now. So let me just show you something though. The loops that come with it, so these loops here, they're loops that are supposed to go over the pole so you can then attach your pulley onto there. That, I think, is too small. It's too small for our rack. So I do have these other fittings here that I've bought previously that go all the way around the rack, which we'll use instead. So they will work. I've got a pole there, the pull-up pole, so they do work, but obviously only work for certain size things. So luckily I've got them. So first things first, we're going to get the pulleys. And then I've got these clips, so these carabiner clips I think they're called. So with a little thing there, so you can see that there. So the 2 pulleys are on there now, so we'll feed through the cable. So I need I need the extension cable and the main cable. I'm going to use another carabiner clip on this. To kind of connect the 2 cables together. So we'll use that with 1 cable and connect it to the other one now. Okay, so the cable system set up now, we'll get the fittings on. So I've got the pin, so that's the weight pin, so the weights will go onto there. And then I've got this pull down bar. So again, use that clip on the end of there. and that clip on the end of there. So far everything that I need's come except the straps to go over the actual rack at the top. So that's everything connected together now. Just need to put the weights on. Okay, so the cable, as we had it set up, was a little bit too long, so I've had to just change it slightly. So I guess it's going to take a little bit of tweaking just to understand which exercises I can do with which ropes attached to what. So let me just show you what I've done so far. Let me just spin this round. So over here, we've got some weights on that pin there. So they're attached with a clip there. Comes up to that pulley, across to this pulley, and then we've got it attached to that pull down bar. So in theory you could stand and you could do some tricep curls with it. So Matilda's going to lay down here, so we'll head down there. So I'm not really sure what exercise that is, but Matilda's doing that there, pulling that down. So you can see it working, you can see the pulley system working, so that's fine. So what we'll do now is we'll try a few different arrangements with the pulley system and the wires and see what we can get going. Okay, so we've got it set up for tricep curls at the minute. So I'll get a little close up with this camera. So I've got the pulley system in the middle attached to the bar with a little loop over the top. Clip, pulley, single rope. I've left this other pulley on because it just, rather than having to take it off, it's working fine. And then we've got the weight pin at the bottom with this rope attachment on there. So Matilda, can you just hold the camera pointing at me, just stand over there a little bit. And then let me get this one in so you can see they're working fine. Working those triceps. Just keep it still, Tilda, it's fine. So it's really smooth, really good, really nice. Cheers, Tilda. So you can, the pulley system really smooth. I've had other ones before, I've had these ones before, which are really rattly and they do squeak eventually. And it wasn't a great experience with these. But those seem really smooth, really quiet, really nice to use. The attachments are great, obviously multiple uses with it all. So we've done the two there. The first one, I'm not so sure about that one. The second one, that'll work really well. You can do the tricep curl easily with that one. So we'll do a couple more and see what other ones we can get set up. So Matilda's discovered that she can use the tricep curl set we just did, and she can lift herself. Go for it, Matilda, show us. So she can lift herself up off the ground.
Well, I put it on the other camera because I can see behind you.
Yeah? Wow. Okay, so next setup we've got bicep curl. A little bit of a pain. I need to work out the lengths of the wires. So let me record with this one, which we're doing now. So we've got clip up here, pulley system there, connected to the pin. Then got the second pulley attached down there. So I've got a strap around the rack here into another pulley here. So Matilda's going to record. There you go, Matilda. So like this. And then we've got, make sure you can see on that one, just a standard kind of bicep curl. Obviously it's rubbing on that bar at the moment, but a little bit of change on. So Matilda, you want to do what you were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, hand me the camera. You grab the weight of that. Got it?
Got it.
Sure?
Yeah.
Right. Stand back a bit, stand back. Stand back. That's it. So Matilda's doing like almost like a front row, working these muscles up here. You okay, Tilda?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't think I need to work them.
Okay, so we've got the last setup done now. Let me show you what we've done. So let me just jump over here with this camera and I'll kind of show you a bit of a close-up. So we've got the strap on there, the ones that come with it over the bar, and then the second one there that comes with it. We've got the clip, clip, pulley system there, pulley system there. Then we've got the weight on the pin connected here. It's just sat on the bench, but you can have it on the floor. Then we've got these grips, one there, one there. So you get those 2 ropes with the balls on the end, one that side and one that side. So Matilda's going to hold that there. She's going to stand about there and record me doing it there. So with this one, you've got the two hand grips, and you can pull, do like a standing row like that. So you show the weight going up and down as well, Matilda. Can you show that's the weight going up and down? Again, it's really, really, really smooth. The pulleys are really smooth, not making any noise. We've got the 360 rotation on there as well, so it's really easy to use, and obviously you can move them different ways, pull them different ways, and the pulley system will move with you. So yeah, tons of different stuff you can do there. I think that one's my favourite one actually. Okay, so all done and dusted there. We've done all the different setups, all the different cable setups with the different attachments, everything done. So I think it'll take a little bit of tweaking just to understand kind of where you need the different cables, the different fittings, etc, etc. But so far so good. The only thing I needed extra was those straps to go around the wood, because obviously it's custom made. It's quite a chunky frame on this. But the red straps that come with it do go around the poles fine, not a problem whatsoever. So if you've got a smaller rack system, smaller kind of frame system, it'll be fine. So yeah, that's the only extra thing I needed. The pulleys are really good, really smooth. As I say, compared to these ones I had before, you can hear them rattling. They're really smooth, obviously made for this type of gym system. So overall, really good. You get everything you need to get started, plus a little bit more. You've got fittings to make the ropes smaller if they're too long for you. So yeah, overall, really good value for money. As I said before, I'll put a link in the description to the one we've got on Amazon. So yeah, click on that link and check it out yourself on Amazon. If you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If not for any reason, give it a dislike. Matilda, anything from you?
Please like and subscribe. Bye.